cat people, how are you today? I'm Catlady Antigoni, and today I'm doing this makeup look when I'm answering to the Halloween makeup tag questions. Guys, today I'm mega excited, not only because of the theme of the video, but also because I have Luna at my hug. Oh my god, it's the first time that I'm filming a video and Lunaki is feeling comfortable enough to sit on my laps and actually allow me to caress her. If you see me standing a bit awkwardly, it's because that I want to eliminate my moves as much as possible because I want to still have Lunaki with me. I'm gonna leave a video here for you to see her on my lap, see how cute she is. So please excuse me for today. I will try to be active, but not as active as always. Anyway, I'm taking the Pro filter from Fenty Beauty, and let me actually tell you what are we gonna do today. As you saw from the title, I'm gonna reply to the Halloween tag. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I actually saw this video from Steph Beauty Stash, and I was thinking like, will I have enough time to do it before Halloween? And yes, I actually have. So actually this video, unlike the most of the videos that you see here at my channel, is not pre-filmed. I actually filming it, and I will try to stress to actually edit the video and do all the stuff so it's gonna be available before Halloween. The idea for today is a makeup that I have done kinda like last year for Halloween with stitches, and the idea from this comes from Nightmare Before Christmas and Sally stitches. So I'm gonna replicate the same technique, but of course I'm gonna change the color. If you would like to have some inspo, I will leave some pictures here, but you can always visit me on my Instagram, which is Catlady Antigoni, and there you can see all my Halloween makeup looks. Let me start by mentioning very quickly which eyeshadows I'm planning to use today, because the idea is really not to focus on the eyeshadows but on the questions. So let me take this out of the video. First of all, I'm gonna start with the palette Haunted from Gourmand Girls, and from here I'm gonna use this eyeshadow, which is called Bewitched. I'm gonna take a very thin brush like this one from LH Cosmetics. I'm gonna map a line so to have it as a guideline and to know where are my limits gonna be, and then I'm gonna move on to this palette. This is the Rogue palette from Fantasy Cosmetica, and from here I'm gonna take this kinda like pastel blue. It is called Stealth, and it's a very beautiful one because it has some grey in it, and I think that it's gonna be amazing with the purple. And let me read the first question. As you can see, I have a paper. I'm not a very high-tech girl to have everything at my phone. I don't like this. I prefer the paper version. So you're gonna see this paper quite a lot on today's video. Anyway, question number 1. Which Halloween movie, character, or urban legend would you like to see turned into an eyeshadow palette or makeup collection? Well, I would say that my favorite like Halloween characters are Corpse Bride and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, and there are a lot of collections or eyeshadow palettes with these characters. So I would say that I'm fairly happy with what exists already and what exists in my collection as well. I would like to see more brands collaborating with Corpse Bride, because until now we have what? Revolution and Shigla, if I'm not mistaken, and I would like to see a brand with, let's say, a little bit better quality to collaborate with them so I can use the palettes every day. I would be very glad to see Colourpop collaborating with Corpse Bride as well, but in general I would say that all of Tim Burton movies are into my interest, so I would be very happy to see more from the movie Coraline, for example, from the Halloweeny. How's it called, this one? Oh my god, I'm very bad with the names. If I remember, I will add the title down here for you to see it, because I forgot the one, but it's the Franken. I remember, it's the Frankenweenie. This movie is what I mean, and I don't think that anyone has collaborated with this franchise, and I would be very interested to see an eyeshadow palette. I know that it's kinda difficult, But again, I would like to see it. Question number 2. What is your favorite and least favorite Halloween candy? Well, if you didn't know this about me, I'm from Greece. We didn't used to celebrate Halloween a lot, but I'm very familiar with the whole idea because we have a very similar celebration in February. It is called Apokries, and people are dressing up and we have some very fun traditions and stuff like that. So Halloween was not something that I have not celebrated in some other form, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm not very familiar with the traditional Halloween candies necessarily. I have tried very few stuff. I will definitely plan to try more, but I would say that my favorite or my favorites in plural is anything that contains kind of like pumpkin flavor or anything like this. I love pumpkin flavored coffees as well. I don't know if this counts as a candy, but this is what I love. I don't think that I have eaten anything that I don't like. I can say that now I'm living in Sweden and there are a lot of stores which are selling just like jelly candies, if you know what I mean. And all of these are just not to my liking. So I would say that if you do this Halloween themed, it's something that I would probably not enjoy because in general I don't like jellies. I don't like the texture or how they feel in the mouth. I don't know. Am I weird? Am I the only one who despises jelly candies? Please tell me down in the comments which is the candy, Halloween or not Halloween, that you cannot eat. Please tell me. Question number 3, and it says, what is your most memorable Halloween costume? Well, as I told you, I used to dress up as a child when I was back in Greece, but actually I don't think that whatever I used to like back then is to my liking nowadays, so I don't think that I'm gonna mention any of these costumes, but instead I'm gonna tell you about something that I actually made myself. I bought the clothes and I combined them myself. It's a very beautiful goth type dark princess dress. I'm gonna try to leave here a little TikTok that I have filmed with this dress. I mean, this summarizes so well my style and I loved it so much. I don't know if I can actually go somewhere with this one because the skirt is very fluffy, but it's empty and it's extremely cold to be out with this one, but I love it and I really wish to have an opportunity to be out with this one and celebrate Halloween with this one. It's just so beautiful. Now let me tell you how I'm gonna continue with the makeup before I go to the next question. And to be honest, I thought to do like a plot twist, and instead of doing something orangey to have like the perfect Halloween vibe, I would like to continue with something greenish and yellow. So I decided to start with the Wings palette. This is from Colourpop, and from here I'm gonna take this eyeshadow. It is called Solaria. I'm gonna apply it here at this part, but don't worry, this is not gonna be the final look because the plan is to apply Fix Potion from Carla Cosmetics on top of it and then move on to some glitters. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. Anyway, let's move on to the question number 4, and it is, what are your go-to eyeshadow colors for Halloween and or fall? Well, let me tell you, as you can see, I love purple and green, which you cannot see, but trust me there, I love it so much. And I love purple and green as a combo, especially when the green is kinda like glow in the dark or kind of more to the neon side. To me, this is so perfect. And of course I like colors like this one, which is in between yellow and green. I love this. Now when it comes to the orange, like purple, green and orange combo, I cannot say that I'm a very big fan of this color, but when it comes to Halloween, I kinda enjoy see it paired with purple and green. I think that all these are making a fantastic combo, and let me tell you, instead of doing everything on my eyes, I like to do something like purple and green and then use orange as a blush or a lip color or all these together, and this is so amazing because I don't have to use it on my eyes. And this is perfect according to me. Also, look how beautiful is this color combo with the purple and the light blue and the yellow. Wow, I love it so much. By the way, if you're curious about my contact lenses, they are gifted to me as a PR from Pink in Paradise. I have a code with them, it's Catlady 10. I will leave it down here for you to see it if you would like to buy anything. I would like to mention also that this video is not sponsored from them, but since I have the lenses and I think that they are giving a very cool Halloweenish vibe, I said, why not? Question number 5, and it asks, what movie is on repeat at your house for spooky season? Well, I cannot name just one movie because I have 2 go-to movies. The first one is of course Halloween Before Christmas. I love Tim Burton's style, and the second one is again from Tim Burton and it's The Corpse Bride. I love these 2 movies together. Let me tell you a secret, I'm crying a lot every time that I see both of them because they are moving to me. They are so magical, so unique, so beautiful. I know that Coraline is not a Tim Burton movie, but I like this one as well. It's not like go-to like the other 2 that I mentioned, but I actually enjoy this a lot. A thing that I don't like on the other hand is thrillers, and especially when they are getting a bit disgusting. Let's say that they are not for me. Alright, and now that I'm ready for glitters, let me tell you what is the plan to use. First of all, I'm gonna go back to the Wings palette, and from this one I'm gonna take the Nature Symphony, which is an amazing green, and then back to the Haunted palette, and from here I'm gonna take this lime green, which is called Unearthly, and I'm gonna apply the lime here at the inner corner and the greenish one here at the outer part of my eye. Let me continue with question number 6, which says, what is your guilty pleasure Halloween movie? I don't have one guilty pleasure when it comes to Halloween movies, but I can tell you this one. If you consider Twilight to be kinda like to the Halloween realm, because it has to do with vampires, it has to do with more kinda like bloody stuff, there is a parody of Twilight which is called Vampire Sucks or something like this, and I really enjoy watching this movie. It has a very bad humor, and actually I consider myself to be a fan of Twilight, so I don't know why I enjoy this so much, but this is something that it happens for me to see during Halloween season for some reason, so allow me to consider it as my Halloween guilty pleasure. Question number 7, and it says, what is your favorite Halloween decoration? Well, as I have told you in a previous video, I have started knitting, so I have knitted or actually crocheted some decoration myself, so let me show it to you, because this year I decided to go completely handmade. So I have done these 2 cute ghosties. Everything that you see right here kinda takes me an afternoon to finish. I have done this pumpkin pie right here with the crust. Isn't it adorable? I love it so much. I have done this candy corn, and the plan is to do one big pumpkin because my favorite is actually pumpkin, but it's kinda intimidating to see the pattern. It's very difficult and it uses technique that I'm not familiar with, so I kinda postpone it and I kinda emphasize to the easier stuff. So the plan is to do this as well as soon as possible, and next year, I promise this year to you, I will have my full Halloween decoration here at home at least, of stuff that I have handmade with crochet or whatever I will be doing at this period. Alright, as you can see, I'm back and I have done some stitches here. Nothing very difficult, just some water activated eyeliner, give me a second here, from the Not in the Mood palette from Unearthly Cosmetics, and then I topped it with white eyeliner to give some highlights. Anyway, let me continue with the next question, which is, what are the oldest and newest Halloween or spooky themed palettes in your collection? Well, the newest, which is easy to show you, is this one right here. It's the Haunted that I've been using today, and it's from Gourmand Girls. And the oldest, I have 2 options here. let me bring them to you and I will talk about them. Me and my palettes are back. Well, let me show you the oldest one. It's this one right here. It is called Misunderstood and it's from Colourpop. And while it's not very strictly Halloweeny palette, I think that both the color scheme and the theme, basically it has to do with all the Disney villains. It screams Halloween to me, and although that it was not an official Halloween release, this considered the oldest in my collection. But if you're not happy with this answer, I have another one, and I'm about to talk about Nightmare Before Christmas. Of course, I had to buy this palette. I'm a huge lover of the movie. Like, if I haven't told you enough times today, I don't know what I have told you. Well, this is the palette, this is the color scheme, and I know that a lot of you have said that this is not very representative of the movie. Well, yes, kinda, but it brings me happiness and it reminds me of Sally's world, kinda, and to me it gives this happiness in the darkness vibe, if you can understand what I'm talking about. So I would consider this the oldest one if we don't take into account the villains. Now let me apply this eye pencil at my waterline. This is from Udensai in the shade 004. It has a name, but since it's not here on the product, unfortunately I cannot remember it, so you're not gonna know how it's named, unfortunately. But keep in mind 004, and this is an amazing kinda like lime-ish pastel color. Now, the plan is to continue with this palette, and specifically this eyeshadow, which is called Eerie. And now I will apply some pencil to my waterline. This is from Udensai, it's the shade 004. I think that at their webpage it has a name, but unfortunately I cannot see it on the packaging. Anyway, then I'm gonna go back to the Haunted palette, and from this one I'm gonna take the Eerie eyeshadow. This is a very beautiful green, and I'm gonna apply it here at the bottom part of my eye. Let me read the next question, number 9, which says, which YouTube channel is your go-to for spooky season? Well, the channel that according to me has the best spooky vibes is Batty Bean's channel. I will leave it down at the description box. It's her channel, I think it's her name, but in case that you cannot find it, you will have a link down at my description. I mean, she is doing an excellent job and she is posting everyday Halloween content, and I'm enjoying it so much. She's amazing. I love her personality, and if you're looking for more spooky content, why not have a look at her channel, because her job is just amazing. The final touches for this makeup look is to add some highlighter. So I'm gonna go back to the Wings palette, and from this palette I'm gonna take this eyeshadow, which is called Pure Magic. It's so beautiful, I know. And then I'm gonna take this brush from Morphe. I'm gonna spray it a bit. I'm gonna go here under my eyebrow and then here at my inner corners. And after I do all these, I'm gonna turn off the camera. I will finish with the rest of my face. I will do all the boring stuff, foundation, concealer, blah 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 blah, things that you don't have to see on camera every single time. I'm planning to film a kinda like explanatory video about all these products very soon, but I think that one video is more than enough. So after this, I'm gonna come back and I will reply to the last question. And now it's time for the Greek word of the day. Well, we were talking about decoration, and this is what I decided to tell you today. So in Greek we say dιακόσμηση. Say with me, διακόσμηση. Διακόσμηση. As always, I'm gonna ask you to try to write a comment down below using the word διακόσμηση, or actually tell me the word in your own native language. Let me mention very quickly what I have on my face today, and then we can move on to the lips. Well, first of all, as a highlighter, I have used from Kaleidos the Skywalker. I mean, look how beautiful it is. I'm in love with Kaleidos highlighters. They are so stunning, and I love that they are colored, and you see some shift, some color shift. They are just great. Anyway, as a blush, I have used this one. As you can see, you're not gonna see it for a lot more times here at my channel. This is from Colourpop in the shade Cherish You. It's this kinda like more mild blush. And then as a setting powder, I have used from KVD Vegan Beauty the one which is called Lock It in the shade Translucent. Now, for my lips, I decided to start with this pencil. This is from Makeup Academy in the shade Glam. This is a very beautiful deep purple. And then I'm gonna top it with Oulac and their matte liquid lipstick in the shade Unpredictable Kiss. And before we end this video, let's answer to the 10th question. Well, would you rather be a ghost for a day or a witch? Of course a witch. I mean, I have the full package, right? No, I'm kinda joking, but I love witches as fantasy creatures. I feel that they are super cool, and ghosties are kinda cute to me, basically because I was watching a lot of Casper when I was a child. So I think that for me and where I am in life right now, a witch and the idea that I personally have about witches is definitely more fitting to me. And that was it! This was our video for today. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you a lot. Well, if you watched until this point, why not leaving me a witch emoji? Because we were talking about the witch right now. If you like this video, don't forget to like and of course subscribe to my channel for more content. Hope to see you at my next video, and until then, bye bye!